You've probably been here. It's late, you're staring at a dense page of biology notes, and every single sentence feels like a heavy physical weight you have to drag into your short-term memory. Then, a song you haven't heard in 5 years plays softly from the other room. Without even trying, you perfectly mouth every single lyric. Think about the extreme contrast there. You spend hours burning mental energy trying to secure one paragraph of academic text, yet your brain effortlessly catches and keeps a 3-minute pop song with zero friction. Why does the human mind permanently lock away random lyrics from middle school, but instantly delete the cell biology facts we actively try to save? Your brain reacts to these inputs exactly as it evolved to do. Struggling with a test reveals a biological mismatch between traditional study habits and the reality of your neural machinery. To understand how the brain decides what information is worth keeping, we have to look at the exact biological sequence that happens when you hear music. This diagram shows the human brain processing a song, forcing multiple regions to fire at once. The brain decodes rhythm, melody, and emotion in separate zones. These emotions act as a biological highlighter, signaling this incoming data is highly valuable. This physically links those separate zones together. Every time you listen to that track, you strengthen these connections. These neural pathways are the literal roads your brain uses to retrieve information. The brain constructs a heavily reinforced biological superhighway specifically for that melody. Compare that rich, active environment to the experience of sitting alone at a desk, staring at a static textbook. Most study notes are processed in complete sensory isolation. You read the text quietly, moving straight down the page, typically reviewing it only once or twice before an exam. Traditional grinding lacks a narrative arc or an emotional anchor to tie the raw facts together. This comparison chart shows the biological result. While music creates a thick multi-node network, isolated study notes produce a single thin memory trace. Without multi-region firing, your brain flags the textbook facts as temporary, low-priority data. Shoving isolated facts into your mind without sensory context results in biological deletion by morning. You can re-engineer your study habits so that reading a biology chapter mimics the multisensory experience of listening to a song. Using visual diagrams or weaving facts into narrative stories forces multiple brain regions to activate simultaneously. Practicing active recall, repeatedly pulling information out of your memory through self-testing, functions like singing a chorus over and over, thickening the memory trace. Consistent retrieval strengthens the pathway, allowing you to recall complex cellular biology as effortlessly as your favorite lyrics. Effective learning requires the construction of a multi-sensory network. Permanent retention relies on the strength, on the frequency, and the emotional meaning of the connections you create. Any student can harness these powerful biological abilities by aligning their habits with their brain's natural rhythms. Enrich Global applies these principles by integrating visual mapping and active recall tools directly into the curriculum. This approach builds the science-backed cognitive connections required for modern students to retain what they learn for a lifetime.
Namaste! Welcome to this online tuition platform. We offer CBSE, ICSE, Cambridge, and IB from 3rd to 12th grade.